The Eagles, obviously another big-time contender in the NFC. Their first 6, kind of a up and down.
Yeah.
Nothing wild here. They
Not
play
at
the
all.
Commanders, who genuinely I think everybody's really excited to see what the Commanders look like this year.
Yeah.
Healthy star quarterback, totally revamped defense, maybe different defense schematically.
I think it's going to be.
Right.
100%.
So they're a team that when you look at the schedule, like it goes in your brain like, oh, the Commanders, I would be careful with that. They were in the NFC Championship game when healthy 2 years ago. So they'll be fascinating. The Titans, we know they're at the bottom of their division, and they're kind of in a rebuilding, retooling phase. At Chicago, this is one where at Chicago, Eagles, Bears, Monday Night Football, that's going to have a lot of juice to it.
So totally. I mean, especially the Bears went into Philadelphia, kind of beat them up in Philly last year. Yes, and of course we're expecting a bounce back year from Philly. They can't be happy with the year and how it went. We're expecting Jalen Hurts to maybe turn a corner here and, be more accepting of offense and creativity and stuff like that. But, like you said, the first 2 games, it's a division rival to start the year, and that's always a little dicey. But they're better on paper than both of those football teams. They have some stretches, but again, I didn't put them in a list of going, ooh, this is one of the toughest schedules in football. Again, you got some areas there where – we don't know what the Giants, the Cowboys are going to be. We don't know that. Pittsburgh there in the middle. Arizona, too. The Colts will be an interesting team where it's like, wait, they teeter, like we know they're on their playoff caliber. Do they get in this year? Can they not? So either way, the Eagles we know are a phenomenal team, phenomenal roster. And in some ways could be coming to the end of the shelf life of this team we
That's
have
the question.
here. So that's where the big year is here, and hopefully for their sake they can bounce back.
Yeah, and a sneaky one. They have 4 games against teams that are coming off the bye.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So that's kind of like you might overlook a team, not them, but as a fan, and then you're like, well, they're well rested.
Yes,
And you might get their best.
That's
today.
an aspect. No question. No question.
Trog Dog, who's always very active in the chat with the homie, said the Eagles are my pick to be a dumpster fire.
Wow. Yeah, so he's going dumpster fire there. I mean, I would be shocked if that happened. I would be. Just because I just think they're too talented, and I respect, of course, Vic Fangio is one of the best, if not the best D coordinator in the sport. And the new look offense, I think they're too talented to be a dumpster fire. But again, if we get into a mode here where we go, the offense is struggling and they can't just run the ball at will, and we get into some of these same issues with Jalen Hurts, then it could become a dumpster fire. And I don't expect them to have A.J. Brown, as we just discussed there. So it'll be interesting. We're all going to be looking at the Eagles and seeing what the new look offense will be, what the attitude is, and can they be better in the pass game. Because, I said I think I told you this, an NFL insider not too long ago, he was kind of like a little bit talking to me, and he's just going, I guess I'm a little amazed by the Jalen Hurts stuff at all times. And I was like, really? And, he was like, yeah. And I said, I countered. I went, I'm not sure there's a bigger problem on any team in all of football than that. And he went, whoa, that's a strong statement. I said, wait, when the quarterback won't do what the coaches are telling him, or they can't even put plays in, and he's the highest paid guy on the team, and then that part of the offense is not even executing that, that's a problem. And then there's division in the locker room over that a little bit. Like, what? I literally was like, what are we talking about? Are you serious that you don't think that's like, it's the franchise quarterback?
Right.
Like, it's an issue. So, we're all going to be watching that, drama there and how that unfolds.
Especially on a team that it feels like, and this is a credit to the Eagles, what they've built, they're expected to be a Super Bowl contender every year.
Totally.
There's just nowhere. The expectations for Philadelphia is not the same as your everyday team.
No, it's
Super Bowl expectations.
It's totally not. That's a team again here where they're a team you'd go, they won a Super Bowl. They've been in 2, but they were kind of set up to maybe we think they should have won more.
Dominate.
Right? They should win more than 1. And I will still sit here like I always say and go, no, they were the better team against the Chiefs. I mean, they're better. That's the amazing thing to be with the Chiefs. The Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls. I don't think they were the better team in any of the 3 they won. I don't think they've ever been the better team in the Super Bowl.
That's the beauty of the sport.
It is. It is. It's the beauty of the sport. But, the Eagles are fascinating. And, like you said, they're interesting because you make comments and go, this might be the end of the shelf life of the team. But yet they have a ton of young guys, too, that are coming up, too, to where it's just the future's bright. And we'll see what Philly brings to the table this year.
Ty Berard said, a bad Philly season is 11 wins.
I mean, I hear you.
Than for their local media. If they
I-
won 11 games, the local media around them would be discussing what's wrong with the team.
I would think so too.
So-
I would think, listen, they're
wild.
talented enough on paper and what I think of them, and you've heard me say all-star team and all that, to where, yeah, if they're at 10 or 11, that's kind of disappointing for what they are as a team. Yo, homies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Now keep following us through the offseason. We're going to take you all the way to the draft. You know that. We're going to be in the barn. Tune in for that. And then we got mini camps and a whole lot more.
Hit subscribe to get reminders for all of our live shows taping Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe, comment about his cool jackets every week. We'll see you next time. Peace out.